It's your homie C-Lock from Network and Chill, where the network is real and entrepreneurs build, man. Y'all come on and rock with us.
Sean Fields, man. Y'all know where to catch me every single Monday night. We coming with heat, man. Y'all better make sure y'all get your priorities together, man. We going over small business entrepreneurship, some financial tips, man. Pete, tell me, right?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, hey, it's your boy Peanut, CEO of Dash Resource LLC. Your business is my business, and this guy needs a logo. Pharaoh.
Yo, it's Pharaoh. Yeah, make sure you at Gym City Market. Monday, December 19th, man. We there. Entrepreneurs. Yeah, come on.
We in there.
We on?
Yeah, we
now?
Yes.
Welcome to the Single Mama Podcast.
What up?
I am your advocate and host. Yes, Brandy, also known as the Gym City Mama.
Yeah, City Mama. No,
Yes.
what's on the agenda, Peanut?
You guys,
Oh, my bad.
we are late because of this gentleman sitting across from me. Welcome to my show,
I'm sorry.
Micah.
What's up?
Okay. You guys should have heard the conversation off camera, but I'm going to lead in with, first of all, we having this conversation because I've had a lot of backlash about what Single Mamas is about. What I am about. I am not promoting anyone to be a single mama.
Right, I hope not.
No.
That's the problem with the black community now.
Okay, again, who wants to be a single mama? However,
A lot of women,
there we go. Can I
bigger
finish
tax
my spiel?
tax refunds and bigger food stamps.
I can't even finish the spill. Do you guys hear this? Like,
I'm just saying.
do y'all hear this, man? Are you
Go ahead.
serious? Is that what y'all really think?
It's
I
a
just
lot of
posted
that.
the phone number. You guys can call in live.
Yeah, because we're gonna have a lot of comments and calls.
It's a
with
lot
this.
of. I'll put their names out there who's doing that now for
Who's
bigger,
having babies
for biggest tax refund, bigger tax refunds, and more stuff from the government. Absolutely. Cheaper
First and
Section
foremost,
8.
if they paying attention to the government, that wouldn't be wise to do because the government's plan is to strip you of it all.
Yeah, that's
So-
why we need Donald Trump back in the office so he can strip all this shit and make
Then I
black
say
people
don't curse.
strong again. Vote Trump. Make America
Make
great
America
again.
great?
Absolutely, man, because we as Americans are not, we look at ourselves as a color. You're black, I'm white, whatever, who's ever what color.
Okay.
Most people live their whole lives trying to figure out, okay, I'm gonna live my life by this color. If you don't live your life as a color, let's just say live your life as an American. You are raised and born in America. Raise yourself as a person of business, education, and you can provide for yourself. That you don't need anybody to provide anything, no assistance.
I don't disagree with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Trump and the Republicans basically stand for. Period.
Erica Powell said every single mother doesn't receive assistance.
No,
is true.
every single mother. We're talking about the majority. That's what we're not talking about. There's always an outliner in everything. As far as that, every single mother. I know single mothers that have jobs making $150,000 a year. They can't receive anything.
Right, exactly.
But my thing is that person should be rewarded more than somebody that doesn't go to work. If you're a single mom and then you making 150 racks and you got 3 kids you got to take care of, you should be receiving a credit, not the people that's not
I
working.
don't disagree with that.
Right.
Now,
That's
I don't
all I'm
dis-
saying.
I do
That's what I
that
think.
The system is backwards.
It's
I
backwards.
do feel like that the system should help those that are helping themselves.
Helping
I don't
themselves.
disagree with that. But the whole thing about having babies for more,
They do.
I
You're
can't
not seeing
see
that?
it, Micah.
All the women in the projects that come from the projects, the Soda Baths, Hoover, them projects, all these women that comes from these are bred in these projects. They're a system of this whole systematic thing. That's the racism in the country, is this putting these black people without no fathers because the fathers can't even live there.
No,
and
they
and
can't.
they're not supposed to be living there.
Exactly.
So you got these singles mothers starving. Now you need more food because one of the problems is they smoke a lot of weed. most of them, 90% of them smoke weed.
Where
and
you getting these statistics from?
Man,
Trying to
first
figure
of all,
out, Mike.
I get my statistics from observation. I can go down to the bass right now and knock on every door and say, "Hey, you want some free weed?" Every motherfucker down there is gonna be like, "Hell yeah." Hell yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
If you knocked on my door, maybe some free weed. Maybe they selling it.
No,
Maybe
no,
they're
I'm
not
saying
even
that
consuming
no. But what I'm saying is
just-
part of their budget in their life is weed and alcohol. I think we can all agree on that. Weed and alcohol is in
I mean,
80%.
that's a large part of the problem in our community within itself. But that doesn't mean that that's what single moms are doing.
No, let me tell you. Let me
And
finish.
all I'm
Hold
saying
on, Brandy.
is that
Hold
if
on.
you
Let me-
are a single mom,
right.
it's not about it's empowering you to a degree, because first of all, you have to heal and own who you are in order to move forward. So
Yeah.
a lot of us haven't even owned the fact that we a single mom. Like we just going with the flow.
Right,
no,
right.
you just gotta own it in order for you to get to the next page. That's the only thing about this platform. That's the only thing I'm selling. Heal, woman, so you can get to where you need to get to for yourself as well as your children.
Okay, so let's
That's
go.
What,
let's go
that's what this
outside.
platform
Okay, so
is
there's
about.
different levels of single mothers. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing you saying. There's definitely different levels of single mother.
But even the ones that you're speaking of that are oppressed, that are depressed, they still need to be empowered.
Okay.
They still need to know that, which is why I shed light on and I spotlighted Martina, because she's from the struggle. She's from the struggle. She getting it out the mud.
That's a good example.
Okay.
So
right.
let me
they
go.
need to know
Okay, so let me
that
go through
there
one of
are
your
others
further.
that look like
let me go through
been
one of
in
your.
their
Okay,
situation,
that's a good example.
yet they can still.
Let me hit on I think Martina. I think I know who you're talking about. Let me hit on the levels of single motherhood so you can understand each level and where she's at today and how she got there.
Go.
Okay. So Martina, when I'm talking about when Martina started out as a single parent, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing none of her story because I'm a good friend of hers and I'm a good friend of her family's. She was at tier 1 single motherhood. Tier 1 single motherhood is in them projects with multiple guys, not having a clue to life yet, and just trying to raise your
Figuring it out.
trying to figure it out and to feed your children.
Okay.
This is the level
struggle.
I'm talking about right there. You have to get over those vices such as alcohol and weed because you're spending some of your economic money to finance your simple addiction of weed and alcohol.
Okay.
So
but what
wait a
I'm
minute,
saying
wait a
is
minute.
that
Wait.
Every
I know
person
we're gonna go.
does not utilize that.
We're gonna
However,
go through the
they
levels.
can
It's 3
still-
levels.
But wait, they can still be depressed,
Yeah,
and they
we're not
still
talking
need to
we're not-
see.
Right. No,
And
no.
environmental
So no.
plays a factor. Go ahead.
Right. What I'm saying, Brandy, is this is the level that I was talking to when I was saying that. Your level that you're talking about, they're on tier 3. They're just tier 3.
Okay, what's 2?
Yeah.
Two
Let them
is
do all the tiers first,
Yeah,
and
'cause I
then
wanna
let you
hear what-
respond.
okay.
Okay.
Like,
So
that's
tier one is
that's tier 1.
Tier 1 is the real struggle.
The real
the
struggle.
alcohol, the drugs.
And it can be alcohol in 1, 2, and 3.
It can be any addiction. It don't have to be-
I'm
addiction.
just using that example.
It could be a
Okay,
food
so tier
addiction.
2.
It can be the food addiction,
Okay.
obesity.
Tier
So tier 2 and tier 1 is like the mom. Let me get this last example that left her kid to be eaten up in them projects down there by the rats and roaches down on the whatchamacallit. That's the tier 1.
Okay.
That's tier 1. Once you graduate
Pure
from
ignorance.
pure ignorance is involved in, and then you endanger your kids and all that. That's involved in tier 1. Tier 2, something has came into your life, like you might have a good child's fathers now that's trying to get you out from being tier 1. He tries to help you, and he's living in these projects. He doesn't have much himself, okay, but he's a good force of reason. Now he's in your house with your 5 kids that's not none of his children, okay? But it's okay. And then you're working as a single mother. But the tier 2 person has so many bad traits from tier 1 that they run this man off that's willing to be with 5 kids that's not none of his kids. They want him out of there because he's not selling the dope. He's not getting the fast money. He's not doing this. He's just there to try to help you pull this shit together. That's tier 2. Okay. So they are working now. They're not just receiving the government check. Tier 3, they're working. and they're usually single all the way. They don't have anybody because they got tired of tier 1 and tier 2. So now they're tier 3. Now they feel like, okay, I done been through World War I and World War II, World War III. I'm going to do this by myself because I done tried tier 1.
Preach, Micah. Come on, Micah.
It didn't fucking work for me. It didn't. I'm sorry, adjectives. It didn't necessarily work for me.
Thank you.
They called the police on you.
Right.
It didn't work for me. So now I'm going to try this by myself with 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids. It don't even matter the kids. It can just be 1 kid.
Right.
But a father is not in the home because I done experienced tier 1 and tier 2. Now tier 3, I'm going to do this by myself because now I can make progress better
By
with
myself.
a clear mindset. Now,
Right.
the mental stability, Brandy, is still apparent in 1, 2, and 3. And in tier 3, it might even be more because now you don't have the alcohol and the weed and all these
Clouding your judgment.
clouding your judgment.
Okay.
So now the depression is even more in tier 3. This is why she needs a man. The tier 3 woman is now ready for a good man, but she doesn't know how to keep that man because she's turned into a
You just
man
told me
herself.
before these kids.
She's turned into a man herself now.
Now-
She's had to survive.
Now,
A woman cannot
Now-
survive in society by herself.
now, Micah, now let her respond to your tears. Do you agree with
The
his?
tears, at least.
Do you agree with his tears?
She went through the tears. She knows the
First
tears.
of all, I ain't never been in tier 1.
Not
you
as
know
far as
me.
the housing or nothing, but
Let's be clear.
housing.
I've never been to
Have
tier
you ever
1.
stabbed a person?
Uh-oh.
You was in tier 1. Everybody's been in tier 1 of putting themselves.
Wait, Gym City Mama, you gonna stab somebody?
It's not about Brandy. This show is about single mothers. To be clear.
You was on tier 1.
Let's be clear.
Definitely in tier 1.
Listen, no.
Everybody's in tier
Okay,
1.
let's say
Hey, man,
this.
call in the
When I
show
say,
and
when I say,
Like
when
Theo
I
John,
say
please
I've
call
never
in
been in, when I say I've never been in
937
tier 1, I
991
mean
0025 to go
wholeheartedly,
live.
mentally.
Please.
I don't have any addictions even today.
Respect.
You don't have to have addiction.
Okay, but I'm just
Tier
saying,
1.
I don't
That's
have
just
I don't
one
have
aspect
any.
of it.
I have the foundation. A lot of us didn't have the foundation. So for me, I had the foundation. Even when I went left, I could always go right. You understand what I'm
Because
saying?
Your family.
My foundation
Your
was solid.
foundation was your family.
Exactly. So for me,
So you
no,
was
I
teetering
can't.
in tier 2
I was teetering in tier 2 by choice.
by choice. I got you, Brent.
I selected, yes, which is why I'm here, which is called accountability. I said that in my first, right. I could have went either way. I could have been the woman that went off to college that's making just because of my own insecurities and the things that I possess.
I got you.
And everybody has a dark room that they don't talk about. Okay, some people suppress their skeletons and things like that. So those are things that I was personally going through, which is how I got to tier 2, if that makes sense. Or I would say teeter-totter in between 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Exactly, between 2 and 3. Right. So my situation is completely different. However, when you talk about the tears and things like that, some of them is generational. It's generational. So it's not as if it's as easy for you to just wipe it away. So you have to give a pass to some degree.
When you say generational, what do you mean? Explain that.
The mamas is that way.
The mamas is that
The
way.
grandmas is that way.
Right.
My mama wasn't that way. My grandma wasn't
That's
that
why you
way.
didn't start off in tier 1.
Yeah, whatever. Yes, exactly.
Right.
But I didn't come from that.
Right.
So
But like you said, Brandy, these kids are coming from that, and they're being generationally.
cycling, right.
It's
It's
a cycle.
right. So which means that they need a platform to show what else is out there. Just because you don't let your circumstances define you.
Right.
That's the thing. No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
But until you see that it's an opportunity, you have to see it. Just like you have rappers, you have entertainments. Everybody want to be a ball player because they made it out. Everybody want to be a rapper because they made it out. Well, everybody now might want to be and idolize the Martinas. And whomever else I show on here. So you have to be able to see it in order to gravitate to it in order to understand it, because now it's like, oh, she looked like me, she did it, now I can do it.
Yeah.
So that's what the platform is about. So it's not about really be a single mom. Like, who the heck still want to be one? Y'all better go out here and get married. Y'all better partner up.
Nobody should want to be a single mom.
Because life is real. Like, you
Nobody
better
should
want
to be a single
exactly.
mom. Like,
but,
that's not a single mom's job, is to raise a family by yourself. That's
now,
not even a job for one person to do.
The one thing I can agree on, you did say, as far as the tier 3 and becoming masculine, I can see that, because now you've had to survive it all.
At any means necessary, survive.
Right, which is why that is one thing that I do talk about with whomever I share my discussion, my private life with. Like, I want to have someone before I make it, because once I make it, now it's a different story.
So let me ask you something. With these tier 3 women, why is the prostitution, why they have to drop that prostitution mentality of because the tier 3 women, we just both agreed, now she's ready for a man, but she has to drop that prostitution mentality. What would you say about that?
About that, and please enlighten
Prostitution mentality with these women is like, why are you asking me to do all this stuff if we're just trying to, go out and date and try to get to know each other, and for me to accept your family tomorrow? Why do I have to do all these prostitution things undercover for me to be with you? Want me to give you some examples?
I understand the $40 the date. I understand.
Fuck the $40 is going. It's
I'm
$300
like
now.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
What I will say is that part of that is because of the entertainment industry. This is what we see.
This is what you see.
And the one thing about us, we follow what we see. We're not trendsetters. We're trendy. So that's the most trendy thing to do. As a culture, we're very trendy. Okay, so which is why you see BBLs and you see all of this stuff, because that's the thing to do. We are weak as people.
So you admit that black people are weak because the white culture does not do this at all.
They do not.
They do not.
They
do and that's what I want to hear.
They do.
Our culture is weak.
They do not to the level that we do it.
You're exactly right. We agree.
They don't put it on display.
No.
They do it, but it's not.
And they can go out and don't have $6 amongst themselves as far as going on a date with somebody. And the white lady, she's not going to look at that white man or whoever she's dating as far as, you don't got $300 for me to do this. No, they are not. I'm not talking about what we see on TV. I'm talking about in reality in this community.
And I disagree.
How?
It's just the way they present it. See, we are taught you marry for love. You find your partner. And all of that came from slavery and surviving and family.
What about the people that haven't ever went through slavery, Brandon?
They are taught you better find you somebody to take care of you. They are taught to be secure.
The white women.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. We're not taught to
be secure. But you're saying they just do it in a different way.
They do it in a different way.
They're doing it in a more...
I think it's the opposite way around completely.
It's not publicized and exploited like we are. They look at it as the way... to me, the way we doing it now is just clearly distasteful.
It's prostitution.
It's like... But I'm not gonna hold you. The one thing I do have conversations with men, if we are gonna talk, okay, well, what you got to offer? Like, because I know what I'm gonna bring to the table, but I'm not saying it as in I can't reciprocate. I'm not saying it in a selfish way. I'm not saying it like that. But what do you have to offer me?
A man is supposed to be able to take care of everybody.
It's a provider.
It's a provider. That's one of the man's main things. So I don't have to.
So let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
So if you know that that's your role and that was a man's role, why is it such an issue?
It's an issue. No, it's a topic.
Is it a topic because of the way we present it? It's the way we come off?
It's the topic because, okay, let's just go. If I have a house, right, and you have 2 kids that are none of my kids, and if I'm the man, I'll say, I look at you and we've been dating for a while, and I say, listen, why don't we combine forces and then I can take care of my own shit. I don't need you to pay none of my bills.
Right.
Okay? I don't need you to pay. I got these covered and you can move into my house. We can stack our money. We can look into our wait. Let me finish.
Okay,
That's because you asked the question on how. And this happens every day with men. Mm-hmm. You might not know them, but you got 1, 2, 3 right here.
Okay.
The type of men we are. So I say, okay, everybody move into my house and everything, but that does not give you a free dominion over just not doing anything and just telling me to do all this stuff for you now, and you playing the sex thing. Listen, it's supposed to be about accountability, and I don't care if you work at McDonald's. If you can just pay this one bill, that's going to show me that, okay, we in this together. Because economics is a big thing with couples. I don't agree with the 50-50 stuff. A man should do far more than a woman. Far more than a woman. Okay. Oh, but when it's not there, as far as I shouldn't have to ask you to do this. I should be one to contribute to something, the clothing, the cleaning up. I shouldn't have to.
Wholeheartedly. I totally
That's what I'm
agree.
talking about.
Oh, no disagreement.
That's what I'm talking about.
No disagreement.
Right. I just wanted to explain that.
You're gonna say something.
Well, I used to think exactly like what Big Bruh's thinking, but now I have a newfound respect for women, and now I think that a woman has every right to be able to pay half of everything, do half of everything, and it's not cutting down on me being a provider. Like I just think that women are as equally as strong as men. I think women are normally more brilliant than men. They just are a little more. They're more emotional.
We're emotional creatures,
but it don't make them worse or weaker. It just that's what
which
they
clouds are.
Because
that's just our makeup.
Sometimes being logical is a detriment the same way that being emotional can be. And so like it's okay for a man to say, "Shit, let me pay for everything," and then that's cool. That's fine. But also for a woman to actually come in and contribute half is it's okay too. It's okay too. It's not. I don't think that it makes the man any weaker.
No,
or
I don't think it makes
any stronger because
I believe that every relationship is gonna be built different anyway. You might not have half. We're gonna get you to more than half though, because I'm that woman. Because I'm trying to sit back. So the quicker I can get you there, the quicker I can sit on back.
Why?
So. Because I'm gonna be honest, like Martina said, when she said it, and I felt it wholeheartedly. Like she wanted to have children, she wanted to be the one at home cooking and cleaning. Like I would love to just be at home, but I'm not gonna be at home and we stressed.
Right
now, we're not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna take advantage.
Let me comment on bros.
Go.
Okay, so when he said that, and I understand why he said that, but like you particularly said the 50-50 thing, he's like, I'm in between because there's different scenarios with this, what he's talking about. But what you're talking about, you're not going to be able to pay 50 with me if we live in middle class or high class, number one, because you're at the house basically taking care of our family, man. And that's where people have a kind of a different opinion about this. There's different roles for a woman to carry out that men, we don't never know what this stuff is like.
Right.
So if you're taking care of the children at home and making sure they get up and through high school, and then I can play my father role and get them through the next part of their life, you're not going to pay no 50-50. But if you not doing this and you are a woman that like Elle described is a businesswoman or whatever type of woman you are, if you don't have those obligations of taking care of this home set and we don't have all these kids, then we are equal. We are equal.
What does she do at home to take care of the kids?
What do you mean?
My mom took care of all of us.
It's not an offensive question.
My mom took care of all of us, and this is hold on. Let me. What
did your mom?
But we in a new time, so let me answer it in a new age. Okay. What he's saying, because the old age, that's what they did every day is take care of the kids. The new people,
what single moms do.
No. We talking about I know, but we talking about a couple right now.
Go
with the 50-50 thing, whatever. Go. So what are you doing? Because most, like he said, most moms have it good with these kids because they just send their kids off to daycare. They send their kids off to school. You're not even really with your kids now, like back 20 years ago. You're not with your kids. So what he's saying is, what are you really doing
What
with
are
your
you contributing?
What are you contributing with that you're doing with the kids? Like I spoke of, that you don't have to be paying all this economic. This is how I want my household ran.
Here we go. I'm
Okay.
interested to know this.
It's a good way. When my kids are off at daycare, okay, I want that mother to be at home. First of all, cleaning the house up for the kids so they have a safe, nutritional environment.
Okay.
I want her working on their cooking, their nutritional. Forget me. It's about the kids. I don't want my kids eating processed foods and all that stuff, kind of stuff. So all this kind of stuff takes time to do. So you being a home mother, right? And we don't have to stress out for economic, paying all these bills, and we're not living check to check. This is what I'd rather have my wife doing at the house, is getting ready for the kids to come home, making sure all their homework is done, working with them. You know, these parents don't even read to their kids these days. All this stuff takes time because I seen my mother do it, man.
My mother did it.
My mother did
My
it.
mom was the
And
same.
she was waiting for us to get home. We had 7 kids, and she had chores for all of us to do. She taught us how to work.
Okay. So my question is for you.
Here we go.
How
We got a
many
caller.
men are out here like that anymore?
It's a lot of men out here, but the
Where?
women don't
One second,
want
one
those
second.
type of men because they see these men as working
So
men
you're saying we're single moms
because y'all want to be.
because we want to be.
Y'all want to
We
be.
got a caller.
Y'all.
Let's hear the caller.
Gym City Mama, Single Mama podcast. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Kamora the Boss, calling from Dayton.
Good morning,
Kamora.
building.
Hey, honey.
What's up?
Comment or concern?
I just wanted to make a comment.
Okay.
We're listening.
You lie.
Come on, Kamora.
So basically, I was just listening to what they were saying about. So I went to work and I worked during the day, and then my kids were at daycare until about 7 or 8. I would clean my house and cook the dinner, get my kids, let them eat, do everything they needed to do, and then by the time he was off and ready to come home, the house was clean, kids was quiet and in bed, and I had already worked. And he contributed, but I paid all of my bills because he wasn't my husband.
So, who's your question for? Is it for Micah? Is it for Gym City Mama?
It was just based off of what he was saying, because he was saying, like, if you're going to be an at-home mom, and what I'm saying is in regards to, I was a single mother in a relationship, but I also worked and did both jobs, because my home has always been the very first thing that I'm supposed to take care of, or the way I grew up, that's what it was. So before I worked outside the house, I had to make sure my inside my house was together. And then my outside came secondary.
Okay, Micah, you want to respond to that?
What's her name?
Kamora.
Kamora. How you doing, Kamora? And for Kamora, and that's very commendable because that's exactly what a woman is supposed to do. But the only problem, Kamora, is that you're still saying you're a single mom, but you're saying you're in a relationship. Yeah. Which one is it? It can't be both.
It sounds like she's a single
Wait a minute.
mom.
Wait a minute.
Because
Wait a
one
minute.
thing she said was he wasn't contributing to the home.
No, yeah.
That she paid all her bills.
But she what I'm saying is she said she's in a relationship, but she's a single mom. You can't be both. And it's no knock on Kamora, but Kamora, you have to make this guy decide, is he in or out?
Absolutely.
You can't let him just keep getting this great woman that's gonna clean, cook, take care of the kids. All he gets to do is sit back and fucking watch freaking watch PlayStation and do it. I don't care if he contributes just a little bit and you think your life is a little better. No, you are a woman. You make him make a commitment to you now. Get him on the phone right now.
And your children.
Martina Scott says, if we not married, we are single moms.
See, this is the problem.
I don't agree
this
with
is the
that
problem.
I don't agree with that.
Just because you're not married. See, this is why they had common law marriages that were legal back in the day. If we're living together, You are married in the Lord's eyes.
Come on, Chim.
No,
Come
I
on,
agree
Chim.
with you. I agree with you. I'm
You are
I'm in,
married.
I'm in,
Come
I'm
on,
in,
Chim.
I'm in total agreement.
You are married.
If you
Dealing with
are
each other on a daily
residing in the same
you
home
married.
with
That's the truth,
someone,
though.
I
You
wouldn't
are
call
married.
you a single mom.
You're not a single
because
mom.
If he's not contributing, that's
What is
an
he there
issue.
for? What is
That's
he
an
there
issue
for?
the woman
What is
because
he? What is
won't
he
be
even
in
doing
my
over your
home.
house?
Exactly.
He can't
Or
even come over my
He
house.
can't even.
They
get
just
a meal, baby.
friends.
Nah, he can't get that. I mean, but I'm not that type of woman. But there are women. You know, I'm not.
Here
her.
we go. Here we go.
We jumping though. No, for real. What is he even doing over there?
Because
Okay, Kamora. Hey, welcome back to the show.
I
Okay.
said that he was contributing to my home, but he did not. We did not live together. He
That's
had his
cool.
own job, his own house, his own car, and yes, he contributed to my home.
That's
The
good.
reason why I was a single mother is because I was not married to this man, nor did he have any kids by me. So for me, my kids are my first responsibility as their
Absolutely.
biological mother.
Yes.
Things that he did for my children, huh?
We all agree with you.
We all agree with you, Kamora. We all agree with you.
Yeah, I'm just saying because I think that Ben said that he wasn't contributing to the home and that he was getting that of a wife. I do agree that he was getting the benefits of having a wife without us because we never lived in the same home. He contributed to my home by helping pay. I paid my bills. The money he gave me was used,
Hey, Punk.
extracurricular.
And Kamora, that's our guy. Kamora.
This is an old relationship, so we can't close it right now.
Kamora.
Statute of limitations is up.
Right.
Kamora, and that's us guys' easy way out if we don't have to do a commitment. Please, so make him commit. You sound like a great woman, man. Make him commit because he's getting all the benefits of a wife and still can go to his boys club at night at home and do God what knows what. Jack off 75 times a night. Or whatever he
Hashtag
wants to
commit to Kamora, y'all.
do. Hashtag commit to Kamora.
Love you, love.
We love you, Kamora.
But
But yeah, when it comes down to single mom, I don't. If you reside in a home,
you're not single.
you are not single.
No.
And if he's not doing anything that he's supposed to be doing as a man, as a provider, he's simply not it. And
Simply not it, man.
He needs the boot.
And
He
see,
needs to
women-
get to the left.
I have a question.
To
I
the
mean,
left,
is that
to the
a
left.
common thing to like get with a dude that doesn't like? If you get with a girl who got kids, I thought it's like customary for dudes to look out for the child.
What's customary? in
It
mine.
is customary.
Because, but I'm
So
no,
then
no.
in that narrative,
What we'll
like,
say
no, wait,
is
wait,
that-
wait. I was quiet the whole time.
Go
Quiet
back.
the whole time.
Go back.
Then in that case, are you truly a single mother still when he's looking out? Like,
If you mean, are you in the same home?
okay, yeah, like, and
If
he'll
you
go
in the
pick your
same
kids
home,
up
no,
from school.
no.
He drop the
If
kids
you
off.
are in the same home, you
He
are
buying
not,
groceries for
you
the
are
house, the
not
kid
a
eat
single
it.
mom.
That's not what he's asking, Brandy. He's
What?
saying,
Are
if
you
he's
still a
not,
single
Are you
mom
still
then?
a single mom? If he doesn't have to be in the home, but he's still providing for you, like you and the kids.
You
No,
and the
you're
kids.
not
Is
single.
it?
Even if it ain't his kid.
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay. If it's not his children, that's hey, you contributing. Is it a regular? Is it sporadic? Is it a DPNL bill? Maybe.
I think Peanut's saying
hold on. Is
regular.
it a DPNL bill?
Because that matters. That
Regular.
matters.
I'm not talking about
He's
nothing
talking about
shaky.
regular. He's talking about regular all the time.
Who has the child 90% of the time?
It's
The
not
mama.
his child. He doesn't
It's
have
not
no
his
children
child.
by you. He's looking out for your kids.
Because listen, I give you a prime
you're
example.
saying,
Look,
you're saying looking out.
let me
I'm
give you an
saying-
example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. In my last relationship, she had a child from a previous situation.
Okay.
The dad never was there for him at all.
Okay.
Right? When Christmas came around, I made sure he was straight. I like everything like that. When it came back to going to school, he's talking about to his mom, had to talk to him. That person could still, at the end of the day, say they're a single mom.
Again, who has the child the majority of the time? Because you and I went round and round the first time about y'all 6 days a month. So we talking about 6 days compared to the 30 days.
I mean,
still
we
a
break down
single-
the hours. Then
I'm still a single mama.
we can debate and we get down to hours because them hours at the daycare, the hours at school. Okay, so then we can start getting comparable to hours. Okay, let's not get into the day and do the semantics
everybody
there.
has something to do throughout the day. Whether I'm going to work or you going to daycare or you going to school. But I'm saying out of those days, if you are only there 6 days of 30 to 31
If you're in a
days.
relationship, can you still be a single mom?
Yes, if he's not
That's
residing in
nuts.
a home. He's not residing in a home. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm waking up every day. I'm the taxi cab. I'm the counselor.
Is the dad supposed to kick the door down and come kidnap the baby in order to do it? No, you already be the person that already got custody of the kid 99% of the time.
Don't nobody tell you to not to go down there and get your rights.
I did, personally.
You can listen. You can go down there. We can do shared parenting. You had 2 weeks and I had 2 weeks. Then what? Now I ain't no single mama. But when you want to come down to time and you're not in my house every day and I'm making all the sacrifices day in and day out, I am a single mom.
Shout out to all the single dads out there, y'all.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to all the single dads.
So
Shout out to
your
all the single
definition
dads.
of a single mom is when you have the kids. What percentage of the time?
Most of the time.
What is it? Give me a
Listen,
percentage. Give me a
I can't
percentage.
give you well,
It
I
has
would
to be a
say
percentage.
Well, dang show over 50. 2 weeks and 2 weeks is 50.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Y'all just want to be
Let me
single
get this
so
straight.
bad.
So
I don't want to listen.
So
I don't want to.
So
in a relationship, you ain't a single mom no more. I don't care what nobody
listen.
say. You cannot convince me you're a single mom once you're
So
in a full
let me
relationship.
give you like with my
I said
son.
that, if you're
With
in a
my
full
son, it's 7 days
Okay,
in a
wait.
week. I see my son. What?
You see him.
No, I see. Well, have him overnight. Everything.
Okay,
So
that's different.
this, yeah. I have him.
Here we go.
I have him 30, at least 35% of the time. 40% of the
So
time.
out of 7 days, he's overnight with
Three.
you 3 days.
Single Mom
Three.
Podcast.
Then y'all
What's your name? Where you
50-50.
calling from?
So okay.
We got to call him. We got to
It's
call
only
him.
7 days.
I got you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so my child's mother is not a single mom.
Yo.
Okay.
Y'all
No, no.
hash that out.
No,
Y'all
go
hash
ahead.
that out after the show.
I got
Mercedes
you on live.
call-
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello. Going once. Going twice.
So
Call back.
you and your
call back,
child
call
mama
back.
need to come back to this round table.
Well, this is how I look at it. I don't care if you the custodial parent or not. A good
Custody has anything to do with it.
custodian has nothing to do with it. A good father is always going to have his
What's
kid.
your name and where
as
you
the
calling
older they
from?
get. Now I can see the little babies. 1, 2, 3.
Kiki calling from Dayton.
Hey, how you doing, Kiki?
I'm finding yourself.
Exceptionally well. Can you who's the question for and what's your concern?
Okay, so I'm trying to understand why are the fellas keep saying, single mothers want to be single. Y'all just want to be single. What part of the cow's titty did that come from?
I'll tell them.
I mean, this. Hey, Brandy girl.
Hey, honey, thank you. Thank you.
Let me
I
tell you.
mean, it's not pissing me off, but y'all don't understand.
Like,
As
it's
men,
real.
We have
Let me ask you a
these
question.
babies. Y'all talking
Let me-
about, well, the mother has custody 99% of the time. Okay, so, yeah, y'all help us make the baby, but who carries the baby? Who breathes for the baby?
Let me-
Who lives for the baby? Then we have to go through all excruciating pain, but...
We hold the babies our whole life
Wait a
before we
minute,
give
wait a
them to
minute.
y'all.
What's her name?
Kiki.
And you know
Kiki.
what?
Kiki.
Like I say, it's a 50-50 thing, right?
Kiki.
So where does the 50-50 come in when the mother, the single woman, is stuck by herself with however many children they done had while y'all out there rolling your penises in the next Jane Sue and any other woman
interject.
but
So I
you
can-
call yourself
stop.
fathers.
Interject,
No, you
Kiki.
can't be a father when it's
Okay.
convenient
Kiki,
for you.
listen up.
We're gonna let Micah respond.
Hold on, Kiki.
Yeah, because I
One
got to
second.
respond to
Kiki.
Jelly Ford.
Okay, Kiki. Number one, let's get on the same page as we talking about a single woman, because what you just articulated, Kiki, is you saying you're not with that person's the kid's actual father. That is not just what a single mother is. That's not what we just talking about. When we say you guys want to be single parents, we know that you would love to be with your child's father. Evidently, that didn't work. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about moving forward. Why haven't you been married? Why aren't you in a good relationship? Like, explain. Wait a minute. Let me ask Kiki something. Kiki, why don't you have a boyfriend now or a potential mate at right now, Kiki? Answer that for us.
Listen.
Let her answer.
The bull that I had to go through the relationships that I've
On tier 2.
So after so many, man, you got me effed up. Man, you got me effed up. How many times you think I'm gonna roll around that skating rink keep playing with clowns. I done been to the circus long enough, baby. It's time to move on.
And Kiki, you
She in tier 3 now.
and she's right on it. And Kiki, you are 100% right.
So
Absolutely
to answer
right.
your question
hold on.
about
let me
why we are single
Let
moms.
me
finish.
No, but how many men are like you that are saying merge? How many seriously? How many
We can't
men
get to that part yet. We have to stay right here first,
Yeah,
Brandy,
yeah.
so we can recognize this,
clear the line
so
too.
you can move forward. So Kiki, everything you describe is the same thing, I think. So moving forward, Kiki, what you have to do is you have to change your environment. I don't know how spiritual you are, Kiki, or nothing but like that. But go to a church, man, and not just for a man. It sounds stupid, but meet some other people on some other paths than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a library and sit
Don't
down
dig in the same barrel.
and talk to some people. Go to some different environments and meet these men that you're not used to talking to.
Exactly.
There are men out there, Kiki, that would love to have you.
Would love to have you.
Nah, I agree with that.
Would
You
love to
cannot
have you.
you cannot continuously dig in the same
Same
barrel.
basket.
Hold on. But what I will say.
That's understandable. That's why y'all keep when I say a woman chooses to be single, you guys need to watch how you word your
it's a choice.
Tier 3.
It's still a choice. It's still a choice because you have a narrow profile of your men that you're selecting from.
Not true.
So what?
Listen.
Please, y'all, we only have one mic, y'all. Please. So listen, let me address what you just said right there. When we say you choose that, do you choose who you with and who you're not with?
You mean like
the person I chose?
No. I'm asking
yes or
direct question, please, ma'am. Respectfully, do you choose who you with and who you're not with?
Yes, you choose who you're with and who you're not with.
So then you are directly a person who chose who was in your life and out of your life. So you are choosing to be single or not. That's all I'm saying.
We didn't choose their behavior. We chose the person. We didn't chose the bullshit. We chose the person. We didn't choose
Brandy,
the hate.
she just
We
said she chose the
love.
bullshit.
We didn't choose
You also chose
You're not doing
not
no
to deal
research.
with it. Look. You also chose not to deal with it, which is the reason why you chose to be single. So when I say being single is a choice, if you had a relationship and you chose to not be in it, it was your choice to be single. That's all I said.
How many good guys have you turned in?
not necessarily be single, but if there's a problem within the relationship, you don't think as male and woman,
You never turned
can
down?
iron it out.
transparently.
Woman chooses.
I've seen my respect. You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Because I want to be a single mom.
Listen.
Nobody.
No, listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Not
Our parents,
intentionally.
our parents
No,
stuck
we
with
not
each other
saying
all the way to the end.
intentionally.
Okay, my parents done slept in different bedrooms and then moved back into the same bedroom together. They chose to stay married. So you can say you don't have a choice in the matter, but I'm telling you that there is.
It's a choice. And you guys can come together. But a lot of these relationships, the first thing is communication. People can't even talk to each other.
Right, which is why.
Which is happening right now in this podcast.
Right. No, which is why.
Randy, right? I don't know about your communication, Brandy. I don't know. I'd have been smacked you up by
so
now.
much for calling in. Thank you so much.
Which is why I said.
Thank you.
Hear me out. Two things she pointed out. When you talk about communication, when you sitting down with a man and y'all dating and y'all went out to eat, what standards what was your set of rules? Because for me, I've given my set of rules. The first thing I'm gonna ask is, do I gotta work? That's probably my first 3 questions.
You ask somebody that on a date?
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, why am I going to waste my time, or we not gonna waste each other's time? And I've always been this way. This is not something that I just became.
Why would you ask somebody that?
Because
do I have to work?
I just told you what Martina said. I want to stay at home. I want to cook and clean. Now, it's not going to be where you are like, it's at your expense and we are like down and out. No, it's not going to be that. I'm going to help you get to where you need to. I'm down enough to help you get to where you need to. However, I want to get there. So whatever I got to do to get you there, I'm going to get you there. But my ultimate goal, is to sit at home.
I have a question.
I think that's not a good.
Wait,
why is that not? Why are we wasting each other's time?
Question.
If you know what you want, that's just like right now. When you're dating a person, you dating with a purpose. Are we dating to screw? Are we dating because we having fun? Are we dating for marriage? Like that has to be a conversation at the table.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Because
Let me ask you a
don't need to
question to
waste each
that.
other's
Let me ask you a
time.
question to that. Let me ask you a question to that.
Go.
Okay, so you thinking like that. So let me ask you a question. So I'm a man
Yes.
that I don't need anything. I'm a chef. I can cook and clean my own house. What do you have to offer me besides some pussy?
You didn't just say that.
No,
Don't
I just
say that.
Oh, vagina.
Thank you.
Vagina.
Helping y'all.
What do you have to offer me? If I can do all my other stuff, I got my own business. I got everything. We don't have no kids. What do you have to offer me except some vagina?
I can say the same thing.
No. I asked the question first.
No.
You answer it.
Okay,
If you
what
want me to
I-
answer a question, I'll answer your question.
Listen, you asked me when you act like my mind. Listen,
go
you
ahead.
act like my mindset is wrong. What I'm saying is that if you ain't coming to the round table, that's just like me and you just met. We having a conversation.
We on a date,
about,
y'all, right now. We on a date.
Right, like we
No.
on a date.
No,
Okay,
me and the
Micah.
viewers are on a date. We
You
watching
still not
y'all.
answering my question. You're
What do I
ducking my
have to
question.
offer you other than
Besides
some
some
vagina?
vagina. If we
Companionship. We a team now.
but tell me your
that's-
offers.
That's,
What
I just
am I?
told you.
What's my
companionship, and we are a team
Okay, so
now.
companionship.
And you not rich.
Turn it down. Give it one
Hold
second.
on.
I don't- if
You
I
asked
just-
me what I had to offer. You not rich.
Please turn
You
down your
still
background. I'll bring you on
Wait
the
a
stage.
minute.
need a partner to get there.
You just
so
no,
I'm still
no,
your
I
partner.
said-
You asked me what I had to
said-
offer you.
But I gave you the preliminaries. I gave you the prerequisites. I said if I'm doing everything on my own right now, I don't
Okay.
need you for any money.
You don't need me for money.
Because men
but
should
you ain't
need-
rich.
And we
What
got to
do you-
call
I
y'all.
am rich. If I
we
don't
got
need you
another
from
caller.
We got to call her real
We got
quick.
another caller.
Break from the date. Break from the date. Hello? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I am rich.
Hey, Martina, how you doing, love?
Boss. Oh God, here we go.
Bring one of the potatoes up here, man. What you doing?
Y'all want some potatoes?
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
right now.
Come on through.
Okay, listen. I just want to say this about the single and the dating thing. Listen, as much as these men are out here killing these girls' babies because they're not mentally ready to be fathers, and they be their own kids,
That's true.
you can have every man that you're dating or trying to date around your kids.
Of course not. I would never have known.
I agree with that.
That's true, Martina. We ain't
We're
disputing
not.
that.
We're not. Neither one of us.
But like, how long would you wait before you would let your new boyfriend be around your kids?
Oh, I don't do that.
That I had so many of my kids were very picky, like they had attitude problems with people. So I didn't even bring people around them until they were old enough to understand that mom needs a life too. So they're practically all grown up in my house before I had a real relationship again.
So in that scenario, I can see you being in a full-fledged relationship and still being a single mother. So I do want to retract my statement saying you cannot be a single mom and you in a
Yeah,
relationship.
because you can't bring all them men around your kids, especially when you got daughters. It's men out here that's sleeping with their girlfriend's kids. It's men out here that's raping their girlfriend's sons. They're doing stuff and they love these women. You can't do that these days. It's not like
you
it
could
was
never do
when
it.
our mom and dad was out here doing it.
I agree.
Listen,
You didn't
my
do it.
daughter, yeah, my
You didn't
daughter
do
is
it.
24 years old. I never did that. She has seen one man sleep in my house.
You didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
99% of them do it.
But we didn't talk about
I've been around them.
dwell on it. They wasn't visible about it. They just did it. Our generation changed everything, and we have ruined it.
It's facts.
Thank you so much for calling in, Martina, for sure. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Love.
Yeah. And what she
For sure, got you.
what
I mean,
she
I agree
what
with
she's
that,
saying
though.
is facts, but
And listen,
but
the scales ain't tipped, okay? All females calling in. You feel me? It's balanced out. Y'all are the third. Y'all the second females call in. Go ahead.
we still waiting for your answer though.
Uh-oh.
What?
Back to
Because
the date, y'all.
what I
Back to the date.
ask is
We on a date.
not a date. What I'm saying is I'm a man. I don't need you for no economic. I don't need you for nothing. I can clean I'm a chef. I can make my own food. I don't need none of this stuff from you as a woman.
Okay.
What I'm asking you specifically is, like, besides vagina, what do I
What does a woman
what are your
offer you?
what's your benefits to me? If you're talking to me, what do you have to offer me? It takes too long.
It's a job
I
interview
asked 10
now.
other women this, and it takes them so long. But if you ask
You
me, I
can't-
can spit them off to you like this.
Do it.
Security.
Do it.
I can provide you security. That's number one.
Okay, and that's
What can you provide me? Let's go one for one.
I just said that. I said that from the beginning. I said companionship. I said
what is your?
I said a team.
Explain companionship. No.
I said a team.
Explain companionship.
What's your name and where you're calling from?
No, explain your first one. Companionship. What does that mean to me as a man?
Wait.
Does that mean it's going to be arguing? That's companionship.
No.
Wait, yo.
What does companionship mean?
Positive companionship.
Positive companionship. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Right.
positive
companionship.
companionship. Hold on.
Y'all
hear
stop
this
the date.
woman?
Y'all
said
better stop the
Positive
date.
you don't need-
companionship.
You
Look at
didn't.
this
You
date.
said you didn't need me for financial, but I said you ain't rich.
No, I ain't.
So
but
therefore,
Brandy,
you still need to get.
No,
hold on.
no,
you
no.
still need a teammate to
Brandy.
get you to the
Brandy,
next level financially.
How do you know what level I'm on? I'm just giving you a scenario.
And I'm telling you,
I don't need anything from you. I'm
telling you.
Listen to me,
Who is
Brandy.
that? Go ahead.
Listen to me.
All right, caller, what's your name? Where you
If
calling
I'm
from?
satisfied where I'm at economically and we don't have to pay nothing, then we are rich.
Nene, she calling from Dayton.
Go, Nene.
Peep game.
Okay.
You hear how that nigga talking right there? You hear that question that he just poised? The nigga gonna ask a question. This is Mimi. I'm calling from Dayton, but I'm from Harlem.
Yeah.
What's up, Mimi from Harlem?
Mimi Ricks. What's the question, Mimi?
Now, nigga, you heard that right. Now let me get at you for a minute. You sitting here and you asking a woman a question, what you gonna bring to the table? If I'm providing everything, I'm paying all the bills. But ain't you the same nigga at the beginning of this show talked about you wanted to get away from the whole prostitution?
We talking about two different things. If I'm a man, Mimi, I'm supposed to be able to provide. It shouldn't be for a woman to tell me what I have to do with my money towards her. That's the form of the prostitution. That's what I'm talking about. Wait a minute, Mimi. As a man,
prostitution. If you sitting there asking a woman, what do you bring to the table besides your pussy? Then you the nigga that's gonna pay for the pussy, then, right?
maybe.
If that's all you see.
Well, now he just blew in that off the top.
Brandon, you. What's her
then
name?
You made another point. Then you said, well, why it take y'all women so long to answer this question? And no, it really don't take long at all.
So let me pose the question to you. What do you have to provide?
Fuck the sex. What happens to the integrity of the woman? Where's the character of that woman? Where's the spirit and the gumption that woman is bringing you?
Right.
That's the type of shit that's.
But you not. But okay. But I asked that question, I asked that question.
What type of shit that this bitch got so much strong in her that she's actually pulling that shit out of you as the man?
But you. That's the question I'm asking. So if you can answer the question, answer the question. Don't get mad because Brandy was not answering the question.
One mic.
No.
But then you pose the question to a woman, what else she bringing to the table besides the pussy? If that's all you see, then pay for it and shut the fuck up.
But Harlem, you're not understanding. If I ask you a question, I just want a simple answer.
Okay.
So what's the answer?
So did you just hear my answer?
But you said it like I was wrong for asking her.
No. Things that I'm gonna bring to you besides the pussy,
and that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we on the same page.
But listen.
But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what. What's her name again? Harlem.
Mimi Ricks.
Mimi. I'm gonna tell you one thing. No. I can tell, and I can tell you. Tell me if you're wrong. That you're gonna have a problem with men on your own because I just simply asked this lady a question and you're automatically being in defense mode and you just sent there and told me 6 things that you could wait a minute and you're talking and you're
me, the woman with the coochie just dropped into a fist mode.
No, because that's a man. That's what us men want to know. What do you have to offer besides? But that's a common question that we want to know, Harlem.
But that's another problem. A lot of you niggas.
Do you have a man or a woman, Harlem?
A lot of you men is so busy talking about what women.
She has a woman. She has a woman.
She does not.
She does have a woman. She's a lesbian.
Don't be.
This is no.
Because you cannot
It's
be
not.
offensive.
Women did what they did. Men worried about what they was doing. So even
But she's going.
the trajectory where you totally just ostracized me. And you see where I'm going with this?
No, nobody ostracized you by asking a question.
But you can't be disrespectful either.
I'm not being disrespectful. How? By saying that she has a man? Listen to her. She's not even letting nobody talk. This is your show, and she's lost control like a crazy
Thank you so much
man.
for calling in, Mimi, for sure.
It's not that.
Get out of here.
Listen, What I'm saying to you
way
is,
far
I'm about to
off.
come
Oh,
back.
you heard me, Mimi?
I'm about to come
Thank you
back
so
to
much
the
for calling
table.
in. We definitely
Because,
loved your
no,
energy
what I'm
for
saying
sure.
is that when you are dating a person,
Thank you.
when you start off dating a person, I think that all cards need to be put on the table. I don't think that anybody should waste each other's time. If you have a motive, then it needs
I'm not
to be
disagreeing with that.
okay.
You should have an
so-
open form of communication.
Exactly, from the beginning.
From the beginning.
So if you have that open form of communication from the beginning, these type of things won't come up because we already know what we're going through. We already know what we're about to do. Whether we about to just date, have sex, if we move into marriage, we already know that. So that will be.
I thought we was talking about healthy relations. We ain't talking about just having sex. We talking
No,
about
but
these
I'm
healthy relationships
no,
between
that is a healthy
men and women.
Listen,
Just
that
having
is
sex
a
is not a
listen.
healthy
No,
relationship.
it's a healthy relationship because y'all both put it on the table. That's what makes it okay.
Well, I disagree.
Because
with that.
it's honest. What more do you want
Well,
other than honesty?
okay, so if we in a relationship and we agree to sometimes kill kids together, that's healthy too.
What do you mean kill kids together?
I'm just giving you an example because some things, just because you agree to, is not healthy, man. Just because you agree to things is not healthy. If we agree to go rob a bank, is that healthy? Just because we agree to do it, no, it's not.
It's unhealthy in certain instances, but it's healthy because it's truthful. It's honest.
Okay.
That's what I'm shooting for.
But Miss Harlem, though, what I asked Miss Harlem was the same thing I asked you, and the first answer you said was healthy companionship.
Yes.
Okay, so healthy companionship,
A partnership.
Well, that's the number one thing that men need is a healthy companionship, which most women don't know the definition of that.
And so-
A healthy companionship is not nagging a man. It's not arguing with a man.
But the thing-
It's respecting a man,
Listen,
honoring a man.
The one thing you're saying in that sentence is
Right.
a man.
No.
Listen, I'm
we
saying.
can talk about the men another day.
No. What I'm saying
We're talking
is
about
at the
women
end of,
right now.
At the end of each statement, you said a man. How many are men?
Not a lot.
Right.
Not a lot.
That's my point.
We got a
caller,
So
and-
what
and-
I'm saying to you is that
It's not a
there's
lot.
a
But
lot
they're
of
out there.
single.
Let's get
Listen,
it.
exactly.
They're
But I'm
out.
saying that to you.
Not a lot.
This is why you have single mamas because it's not a lot of you.
that's not the
That's
reason.
not saying. That's saying.
They picking,
Come on in.
They,
Let me take
they
care
have
of
only,
you and your
they,
kids.
They,
Let's
they,
be a
they,
team.
they look
You
at the
don't
man that
have-
works at McDonald's and Walmart as not a man. That's the number one reason why women are single, because they have a fucked up, messed up viewpoint on what a man is supposed to be. The normal woman now
The
these
one
days,
thing
she
you
wants
said-
a person in the
But the one
streets.
thing you said was men are providers. So can McDonald's provide?
Yes, they can.
So
I
what-
know people that work at McDonald's right now
No,
that
they
are
make
better
good money.
out of
No,
debt
they
and with a house,
The
man.
managers do make.
What's
good
your
money.
name
I
and where you
can't
calling
agree.
from?
This Quran.
Karan.
Oh,
What's up, C
Man,
Murder?
get it.
Oh.
Let's get it, C Murder.
Come on.
he need to be at the table, but he's a single dad.
Come
So
on,
we
Karan.
shouldn't we spotlight him.
We can hear you, King. Go ahead.
For one, y'all misappropriating titles.
Mm.
And titles are important. Y'all not talking about single mothers.
Right.
Y'all talking about baby mama.
Mm.
Don't disrespect the women who tried and was married before they had kids and the marriage didn't work and now they have a divorce. Those are single mothers.
Mm.
Y'all baby mamas. It's a whole different category.
Right.
No, it
a
is.
response. A response.
You know, it's not that I don't have a response. I've been to the round table with him the same as I've been with him. So it's not that he just has a different take on it all. So
There's different levels
I
of single
can't-
mother. It's right, but we're talking about a certain type right here, and Karan's right. Nobody's wrong on this because there are single moms out there, not by choice of nothing. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
So Karan's right. It's no right answer. Is because there's different levels of single motherhood.
There are different levels of single motherhood.
Right.
No, it's not.
Again,
No, it's not.
listen,
What's
again.
the definition of a baby mama?
see,
He said what?
He said,
What's the definition of a baby mama?
He said,
I don't know because he
I'll
knows that I don't really use that term.
He's
So
right. We still shouldn't classify people as babies' mamas because, well, it's a negative connotation towards women that just have a baby and basically their dad is not in the life. That's the definition of a baby's mama. But a lot of single moms,
it's a
they're
woman who had a
classifying
child
themselves
outside
as
of
babies'
wedlock.
mamas. Well, they're not. They're single
baby
moms.
mama.
Say it again, Karan.
It's a woman who has a child outside of wedlock.
See, and see, that's more specific, or which we would call a bastard. This is what he's talking about. So that's true, but we just
That's why we have titles. is what he said.
Ladies, do you guys hear the conversation of these men? So with that being said, how can we evolve? If this is y'all take on women,
that's not my take, because that's not my take. Karan is going
saying,
from a more old school approach.
How can we go from single mamas to married mamas?
Well, that's what I was trying to get to.
If you have this type of mentality, it's dang near impossible. And when it goes back to you stating that Kiki digging in the same barrel, now I agree with that. Yeah. You cannot dig in the same barrel. But one thing I will say on a personal stance is I've dealt with them all. And I mean, from police to Secret Service to Secret Service to the blue collar worker to the hustler and to the pastors giving me indecent proposals, to them all. And guess what? Y'all were all one and the same.
Wow.
Let's be clear.
You didn't never have one good man in your life?
Not one.
Whoa.
So
not one.
Not one. Let's be clear.
Not one.
Not one good man in your whole life.
One of my homeboys just said this to me. He told somebody else about this, about me, about this. He said the one thing that B is missing, and she ain't never had a good nigga. Now those were his words. It wasn't my words.
So I got a question.
Listen to me. So when it came back to the same barrel, in my own defense,
you have a diverse barrel.
No, I have a diverse barrel. But one thing I will say is it was easy to come back to the barrel that you knew. You knew what you was gonna get. You knew it wasn't gonna be no fluff. You knew that the street nigga was gonna take care of you. He was gonna provide for you. He was gonna give you the honest. He was gonna give you the fakeness. He was gonna give it all to you without you guessing about the pastor's son or you guessing about the blue collar worker.
So what happened to the blue collar worker? Let me hear this story.
That's sneaking at the factory, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't gotta guess.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Was the blue factory guy good man though?
Listen,
let's answer the question.
I've already been a ringmaster in this circus. If you think I'm gonna join yours and be another clown and be a monkey and be the lions, not me. I'm gonna stick with what I know. I'm gonna get with what I'm gonna get out of here. Now, I am a single mama, but one thing I do have is providers.
Yeah,
everybody, we cool.
That's the number one thing for you, right?
No,
I mean it would be for if I was a woman.
One last thing for Karan before you gotta go.
What's up, Karan?
Hey, I got a question for Chim.
Yeah.
Why are black men and black women having a conversation about which one brings something to the table? If you don't know what a black woman brings to the table and has to offer, then you shouldn't be talking to her. And if she don't know what a black man has to offer and bring to the table, she shouldn't be talking to him. But yet and still, we talking, but we got babies coming behind all this bullshit.
I agree.
That's just healthy dialogue.
Well, we can't get nowhere with the kids if we can't. We can't get nowhere with the kids if we can't get to the adults. With the adults, man. I agree with that.
That's why we have to have the dialogue.
So women out there that are trying to be in a positive relationship, not with just a black man, with just anybody, a man, period. Doesn't matter the color. We're just using blacks as an example. But if you're a woman and you're getting with a man, there are prerequisites to make yourself more so a man can hold on to you, more endearment to a man. And that's what we're talking about here today.
Thank you so much for calling in, Ross. You know what I mean?
But to your point, your point though,
what
was you saying just now?
Nothing. I'm just telling you that I've had a diverse population.
Just because you had a diverse of people like working different things, one's a street guy, one's a blue collar. That none of that matters.
But when I say digging in the same barrel is where it was coming from. I wasn't digging in the same.
What attracted you to these men?
When I relocated myself to Atlanta, 2012. The one thing I said is I will not even look at anybody in the streets for anything. I was trying I wanted to make sure that I tapped into the other part of Brandy, because Brandy is smoke and Brandy is Brandy. So when I go to Atlanta, I'm gonna be Brandy. I'm gonna be the shamanite girl. I'm gonna be the Catholic girl. I'm gonna tap into real life. I came up with the same.
But let me say something right there.
Y'all was
when you go through one mode of people, like you just told us, the audience, then even though you want to transform, it ain't gonna just happen like that, because you're so used. That ain't you. But you've been doing this your whole life though. You've been with the same type of man your whole life. 5 years is not going to be a good time to try to transform.
I can't even really say that I've been with the
so
type
the
of man
5
my whole
years,
life.
you should have took yourself to be with nobody.
Even here,
right?
I tried outside that box. Even just here, I'm just saying when I went there,
So it led
that
to
was
what?
just like, oh, I ain't doing
Infidelity
that.
was the
I got a
main.
question.
Infidelity was the main. Corporate.
Infidelity is the main thing, but not only that, it's like, to be honest, when you are a woman that is a go-getter, you know this from me personally.
Yeah.
Right. We just had this discussion off camera.
Right.
So when you are a strong woman, you a go-getter, you a reader, you can network,
Yeah.
you can navigate through life
Right.
without anybody. That's intimidating.
Of course, because the most men.
Right. Strength is intimidating. So that's what I
But
found.
as a woman, you know you have to dumb yourself step down for a man. Though, if
okay.
you want to be in a viable relationship, you just have to.
Right.
Why do
And
you
I'm
think
just
God
saying,
made?
like, but why is that?
Why?
fair?
Because God made y'all 8 times weaker than a man. That's why. Because people don't look at how we were created. Look at the animal kingdom.
Call in.
It's the man who dominates everything, man. And if you want to be in a viable relationship, I'm not saying you have to let this man kick mud on you and that, because a good man's not going to do none of that.
At all.
But you have to recognize
I knew that
that
was
you were created to be a lesser role.
Okay, I'm not in disagreement with that. However,
What's
if you
your
gonna
name?
lead, then
Go ahead, I'ma let her
lead.
finish.
Don't play.
That's true. You got to get with a
Don't
real
play with
man.
it. Don't play with it.
What's your
And the
name?
street
Where you
man is
calling
not the
from?
real man.
It's not even just a street man.
I'm calling from Atlanta.
Oh, call from Atlanta.
Who is that?
ATL.
All right.
Send us some
I'm
shots.
calling from Atlanta.
You might have to turn your TV or what you got on in the background down, because we can hear ourselves go back there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it.
Thank you for calling in. What is your concern?
Okay, I'm originally from Dayton. I went to school with Smoke. So
Smoke.
I live in Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta since 2011, 2010. I don't understand why you gotta dumb yourself down for a man.
Exactly.
Why change for a man?
Let me answer.
Exactly.
Let me
I want to
answer.
be
Let
myself
me
all the
answer.
time, regardless.
Let me answer.
Okay.
I'm not gonna dumb myself down for
Right.
no man.
That's not.
Let me
our
let me
insecurity.
let me answer.
That's your
Let me
insecurity.
answer. Let me answer.
Okay.
I want to be, not because I'm gonna dumb myself down for a man.
Thank
Let
you.
me let me
Okay.
answer.
Okay. Now let him respond.
Let me respond. What's her name again?
Ty.
Ty. I'm sorry, Ty. Hey, baby. When I say dumb yourself down, that's a bad word I'm using. When I'm saying
That's what you're saying. That ain't a bad word.
but
That's exactly what you said.
it's a word
That's
that
what you meant.
it's listen. It's a word that everybody can be familiar with, relate to. But when you say dumb yourself down, like sometimes at work you're the smartest person there, but you have to dumb yourself down in front of your superiors, because once your superiors find out,
You're a threat.
you're a threat to them. So it's the same in the animal kingdom. It's the same in the human kingdom. Once that man sees that you're a possible threat to whatever.
But the thing.
Listen.
Is,
I'm just
why
telling you
is
how
it
we were.
viewed as a threat?
Because that's how we were created, man. And we can debate this.
If you're a threat, if I'm a threat to you, then what type of man are you?
Exact. No. Listen, Tay, you're not a threat to
Ty,
you're not a threat to me
Ty.
personally. I'm just telling you the why.
Okay.
I'm giving you the why. You're
you
never
why,
a
Ty.
threat, because I love an intelligent woman. I like a woman I can leave everything on cruise control and she's taking care of everything. You're not a threat to me. I'm telling you
That's all good being said, but that ain't what men want. Once a woman come in headstrong, she got her stuff together, she going.
You can't come in headstrong.
Sit down and let her.
You can't. What job can you come, Ty? What job can you come through headstrong in front of your bosses? The man was created as the boss. You can't come in headstrong as the boss.
Basically,
You're the worker. I'm the boss.
So I'm gonna rephrase what you
that's
said
your
for you,
opinion,
and I'm
but
gonna
no.
dress it up for you and make it sound.
Thank you so much for calling in, Ty.
What you really should say is you must learn how to play chess.
Well, I'll give an example, right?
You have to
So
strategize
let me give my example, right?
when it comes
So
to
let-
men.
when it
But
come to
what I
men-
would say, hold on, what I
Okay.
would say as a woman, why should we have to do
I just
that?
told you why.
wait,
Because
wait.
you were created
No,
to be
wait,
the
Michael,
second, not the captain. You're the second in
Pass me the
charge.
ball, Micah.
It's just that. It's that simple.
Go, Peanut.
So listen, The same way.
Y'all hear these conversations
No,
with these men.
listen. The reason why you can, I'm not saying that a woman has to dumb down, but I don't want to give you an example, right?
Okay.
The same reason men have to adapt to the relationship he's with. When I'm single, I can be with as many women as I want to, hang out all night, do whatever I want to.
can't do that in a relationship.
But when I'm in a relationship, I cannot do it anymore. So if I gotta conform, someone else has to conform also. We gotta call her. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Conforming is like the roles of the house.
Ego with men is the number one.
Conforming is like the roles of the house. Huh?
We gotta call her. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Conform.
You have to.
I'm calling from Dayton.
Trees.
First, I was. Yep.
Hey, Trees.
Hey, Trees.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? At first, I was just watching, and I was like, "Oh, this is an interesting conversation." But then I had to pause because this man said, "Dumbing down for your man," and I was just like, "I need to understand a full meaning of what do you mean by dumbing down? Do you mean dumbing down like as far as being submissive, or are you saying like you have to diminish your light so your man can shine?" And I'm not understanding that.
Here you go.
Okay, it's basically submission. I just use the term dumbing down because in any type
Let her
of
finish, please.
I'll let you finish, but you're doing it wrong.
We'll let you respond, but go ahead.
this in submission, any type of submission, I'm just using the word dumb down so a lot of people can understand. You don't have to make yourself look like a fool or nothing or be dumb.
And submission doesn't have anything to do with that
submission. So when you're submissive as a woman, you can't go in there like you're the boss of things. When I say dumbing down, you have to use, like Peanut said, you have to use psychology in this. Like Brandy just said, you have to play chess. So you can't act like you're the boss of things because man was created with a bigger ego. Women were created to be a follower to a man, and then I think that's where we lose.
So basically, are you saying that we gotta stroke your ego?
No. Listen, man. If you don't understand why man was
Let him finish real quick.
if you don't understand why man was created and why a woman was created, we cannot have this conversation if you do not understand the difference between a man and a woman on a psychological level and what their roles are supposed to be. Nobody's trying to say we need to be beating on y'all or taking advantage of y'all.
The
No.
only thing I disagree with in your statement is I'm agreeing with you. Everybody has a role, and a lot of women don't understand that. And I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. But what I will say is that how many are men?
How many men out
how
there?
Many are?
There's plenty
How
of
many
good
of them
men
are
out
a
there.
good man?
There's plenty of good
Wait a
men
minute,
out
to
there.
lead you to that.
It's a lot of men out there. Y'all choose not to.
We'll let her respond,
Go
and
ahead.
then we'll clear the line.
Go ahead.
Okay, me being a strong woman I should never have to dumb down my life.
Do you have a man, ma'am? Do you have a man?
Strongness for a
Ask her.
man.
Does he have a man?
And if
He has a
man
question
I'm
for-
with, he wants me to be strong.
Do you have a man?
He gonna love everything about me, good, bad, in between, the same way I'm gonna love
Does
everything
he have a
about him.
man?
Do you currently have a? I mean, are you currently in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
How long?
And, we've been together. We've been back together almost a year.
Okay.
But yeah, back.
So y'all been back and
I came
forth?
back to that man. That man came to me as a man and let me decide to show my feminine energy.
It's not.
And
That's
let me
good.
decide
That's great.
to be vulnerable. Let me decide to be submissive. See, it depends on
Decide.
The man has to come in and show a woman that you don't have to be so headstrong and fight the world all the time. That I am.
Back to
So we
leading.
have to prove.
So y'all agree?
We said the same thing.
Back to
I'm going
leading.
to sit there. I'm going to where I want to be submissive. And it is no. I gotta run everything all the time. No.
That's not what we
If
saying.
we sharing the
We
same
saying the
world
same
and
thing.
everything else, it shouldn't be no. I wouldn't have no problem.
We
That's
saying the
whole
same
that
thing.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
have a
understand.
question for
We
you,
want
Micah.
to share. We want to be vulnerable. We want to show
have
you
to do a
our feminine
continuation on
energy and
this
be feminine and flowers and all that good sugar and spice and everything nice. But we can, in the real world, we can't show that when we have men that's dominating everything and tell us that your light is
That's true.
too bright.
That's
You
true.
need to dumb
We
it
agree
down
with you.
for me.
Thank you
Because
so.
your light is overpowering, man. How is it overpowering, man? If we together, our light is gonna brighten everything.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling in.
A man
Thank you
doesn't
so
want to
much.
be with a man though. With man, we don't need two leaders. We need one leader. I don't want to be with a man. She made some good points, but what I would
your
say
point.
with her, She's an alpha. She's an alpha. A man doesn't want an alpha. It can't be two alphas living in one house, man.
But
It has to be a better.
Who wants a strong woman?
Who wants a strong
What's your
woman?
name? Where you
We
calling
don't want
from?
no strong woman. A man wants a better, not an alpha.
Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Oh Lord, another Brandy.
Turn your TV down, please, in the background, please. We appreciate it.
Just go be with a man.
Okay. How you doing
Hey
today?
Todd, how you doing?
I'm
Let's
all
go on a
right.
date, dog. What's that?
We got you on live. What would you like to say to Michael or Brandy?
Basically, I agree with Micah 100%. Like, some women just are too rough, not feminine.
Yes. We had one caller that I was a little afraid listening on the phone there.
But again, you didn't tap into your tier 3. When you tapped into tier 3, that's where your masculinity came in, correct?
Yeah, but it's still some in there.
We still listening.
Yeah, it's just like some men don't have the ability to
That's true.
lead.
Exactly.
We know that, Brandy.
Okay.
They don't have the ability to lead. And so us women, some women been used to being in charge
Because you had to be.
and taking the lead.
You had to.
To survive.
And so it's almost like women have become used to switching roles. All except for when it comes to sex. And then sometimes some women used to switching roles for that, depending on what type of man you with. But me personally, like, I'm all with letting my strongness die down or letting my man think and take the lead and stuff like that. Because when you a woman, that's a relaxation for you to be able to trust somebody and put everything on them for.
Yeah. But again,
We're all in agreement.
the problem
Thank you so much for calling in.
is there not any men out here?
I disagree with that.
It's not many.
Y'all not looking at the men that work.
Listen to me.
That really work.
First of all, what men learn to be men around men. How many men are being menned? To show you.
Being men.
To show you.
I want a band of brothers in 2 weeks.
No, that's true, Brandy.
No,
That's
I'm
true.
saying.
That's a
I
problem.
want the band of
therefore-
brothers next week.
Right.
That's a problem.
Right.
That's one of the biggest problems.
So until someone shows you how to be a man, shows you how to be a leader, it's gonna continuously be single mamas and single baby daddies now,
But
you
Brandy,
know, or whatever.
Do you know how to be a man?
I'm not a man.
I know. Do you know how to be?
I do not.
Do you know what a man looks like?
Yeah, y'all 3.
But so I'm just saying, like, what are you looking for as the characteristics of a man, and how would you know if one's in front of you?
Right.
Leadership for me.
Leadership in what way?
Leadership, confidence, because a lot of men lack that. Security, you being able to hold your own, like you said, you don't need a woman. You can cook, you can clean, you can do it all.
Yeah.
All of that counts. Nobody's taking that away. All of that counts. You have to be able, listen, if a man is not displaying that, what woman is going to trust you? Nobody's going to trust you.
So
Nobody's
like,
going to trust you to be the leader. Nobody's going to trust you to be, yes.
Somebody with wisdom and intelligence.
Intelligence, exactly. All of that. But if you don't, I wasn't finished. I mean, we talk about so much here, but what I'm saying is that if you don't display that, that shows me you're not a man. Because the one thing about us is we gonna challenge it if we can. So if you come in here weak, we gonna know that too. Just like y'all know, y'all can pick them, we can pick them too.
But why would you run somebody off that don't want to?
It's not about running them off. You ask me how, if you want a woman to lead, you gotta own it. You gotta own that. Y'all can stop this too. It ain't just us who can stop it. Y'all can stop it too.
I just don't think
we can all evolve as a culture. But you can't just say it's one-sided anymore, because it's not just one-sided anymore. We ain't living in the past. Times have changed. You need a partner. You need a partner to survive.
For sure.
Mentally, physically, financially,
number
you
one.
need a partner.
You don't want to be
need
an
a companion.
isolationist.
Nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to die alone. We all need each other.
But what I think in you women's journey, like El was saying, like he's asking you simple questions.
But
like,
it feels like we're at war.
No, listen.
It's all
I
love
think,
in
I
this
think,
room.
I think,
No, in here.
I think, and you even said it in your dialogue that you're basically a chameleon as far as what you're dealing with.
I adapt.
So listen, you can't do that because that's just like me. If I'm going into a school and I heard all this bad stuff around this school, A school, B school, D school, whatever school, I'm going to get educated from all these schools, right? And because what I've heard, I have to go in there and be a chameleon to these different schools rather than just being a student of each school 100% identically, you know what I'm saying, the same way. Then I can gauge what you women adapt before you even gauge of what's what.
Just because
Does that make sense?
No,
You just said you
no.
adapt.
I adapt, but I don't stop being me. I don't never stop being me.
So you go in a relationship with the same submissive attitude on everybody?
Why wouldn't I? I'm a
Okay,
woman. Listen,
okay, well, that's good.
I'm a woman.
You don't have
So
that
listen,
out
no.
here.
What I'm saying is I'm a woman. I
That's
just told
good.
you I want to sit at home.
That's good.
I ain't trying to run you off. I ain't trying to be no single mama for real. I'm gonna help you get to where we need to get to.
That's good.
For me to kick back. Do I mind cooking, cleaning, and holding you down? Not at all. Y'all slipping on her.
It ain't just
I'm
about
not her.
those. It ain't just about those.
I don't.
It's
I don't.
attitude
I don't want to
with
be
the man.
okay. I don't want to be strong. I want to be
That
able.
head- no
listen,
man
I don't
wants
want
a
to be.
headstrong
Listen,
woman.
I don't. I want to be able to have conversation.
Right.
Which is why I say initially.
Right.
These are the conversations. You have to be able to communicate. I want that. I've always wanted that.
Right,
I ain't
right.
never been that female that's no. I've always wanted that. I just never had it.
So you need to, so Brandon, even in this dialogue, I'm a man.
Yes.
You're a woman.
Exactly.
So you should address me as like sir or daddy.
Okay, y'all, we will be continuing. Listen, y'all. We're going to need a part 2 of this conversation.
You need to address me as a
these
man.
men.
You're not even addressing
You
me
know
as
what?
your man.
I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all.
Address me
For,
as a man.
listen,
Sir or daddy.
these see what I'm saying?
I got you on solo.
And it's so
camera.
crazy.
I got you on
This,
solo.
this guy, we got the same birthday too.
What?
Like, yes, we have the same birthday.
What sign is that?
Aquarius. 1,
Run,
2, 3.
run.
Me and this guy have the same birthday. But thank y'all for listening. As you see, there will be a part 2, part 3, part 4, and 5. I'm
Yes.
sure coming to the round table with these men. Shout out to Ahava, his book. Let's get with him on April the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
He has an event.
Let's see.
He's hosting. Please sign up for that. Shout out to Mr. Peanut Johnson. He's in the building. Don't slip on him. Sell stocks not dope.
Oh.
Sundays at 6 p.m. Tune in. Y'all just stay tuned. This is a journey, but single mamas, we got a long way to go with these men.
There we go.
Thank y'all.
That's hard. That's hard.